The Ice Age was a period marked by extreme climatic conditions and challenging landscapes, and for the creatures that inhabited this era, survival hinged on their ability to adapt and compete in an unforgiving environment. Predators were the masters of this dynamic, but not without facing significant challenges. One of the most captivating aspects of Ice Age ecosystems is the relationship between predators and prey. In many cases, apex predators appeared smaller in size compared to their massive herbivorous counterparts. This phenomenon sparks curiosity about the mechanics of predator-prey dynamics and the evolutionary paths that allowed relatively smaller predators to dominate and thrive. Understanding this requires delving into the concept of apex predators and their roles at the top of the food chain. Apex predators occupy a crucial position in their ecosystems. They are the hunters that sit atop the food chain, controlling the populations of herbivores and maintaining ecological balance. However, there's an intriguing question. Why are these apex predators often smaller than their prey? At first glance, it might seem counterintuitive. Shouldn't the hunters be as large or larger than their prey to overpower them effectively? The reality is more nuanced and grounded in the fundamental principles of energy transfer within food chains. When examining the energy flow in ecosystems, it becomes clear that only a fraction of the energy consumed by prey is transferred to the predators that hunt them. Larger animals require significantly more energy to sustain their bulk, and for predators, this creates a delicate balance between size and energy efficiency. Smaller but more agile predators can rely on specialized hunting strategies, conserving energy while efficiently capturing prey. This leads to a dynamic where size alone isn't the determinant of predatory success, but rather a combination of physical adaptations, hunting techniques, and energy efficiency. Over time, evolutionary pressures honed the abilities of predators to master these strategies. Evolution is a relentless force, equipping predators with the tools they need to thrive. These adaptations go beyond size. They involve powerful physical traits like sharp claws, keen senses, pack behavior, and ambush tactics. Evolution has shaped each predator to have unique advantages in the harsh and competitive environment of the Ice Age. A prime example of these adaptations is seen in one of the era's most fearsome predators, the Smilodon. This saber-toothed cat represents the pinnacle of predatory evolution in terms of physical prowess and specialized hunting capabilities. Smilodon's evolution led to remarkable adaptations that set it apart from other large predators of its time. Unlike modern big cats, Smilodon had a much more robust build. It was not just a hunter that relied on speed or agility alone. Its body was designed for power and a particular style of close-range combat. Smilodon had massive forelimbs and exceptionally strong neck muscles, likely allowing it to wrestle and bring down prey significantly larger than itself. Additionally, its elongated canine teeth were its most iconic feature, indicating a hunting strategy focused on precision strikes rather than prolonged struggles with its prey. The saber teeth, unlike the shorter and more conical teeth of lions or tigers, were designed for a swift and deep puncturing of vital areas, such as the throat or neck of its prey. The first discovery of Smilodon fossils opened a window into this extraordinary predator, yet initial interpretations were mistaken. When these fossils were unearthed, the massive bones and unusual skull shapes led early paleontologists to believe they had stumbled upon a large species of hyena. This initial misclassification reflected the scientific challenges of the time, where there was limited knowledge of prehistoric fauna and only a few comparative specimens available. The idea of a giant hyena prowling the Ice Age landscape was plausible given the skeletal features observed. However, further discoveries and a deeper examination of the fossils began to paint a different picture. It became evident that this creature was not related to hyenas at all, but rather represented a unique lineage of large cats. As additional fossils were discovered and examined, scientists began to recognize characteristics that clearly differentiated Smilodon from any known hyena or existing cat species. The robust build, distinctive teeth, and peculiar limb proportions led researchers to reclassify it into its own genus within the extinct subfamily of saber-toothed cats, the Machairodontinae. The realization of its true nature sparked further investigations into the genus and its evolutionary history. This reclassification marked a significant step in our understanding of Ice Age predators, revealing Smilodon as a large felid, more closely related to modern big cats than to hyenas or other carnivores. The genus name, Smilodon, was chosen to reflect its most distinctive feature, the elongated knife-like canines. Derived from Greek, smilo refers to a carving knife, while odon means tooth, aptly capturing the animal's formidable dental weaponry. Smilodon wasn't alone in its lineage. It belonged to a larger group of saber-toothed predators, all of which shared similar adaptations. However, within the broader family, Smilodon stands out due to its size and the extent of its specialization. Its closest relatives include other saber-toothed cats like Homotherium and Meganterion, which shared some characteristics but differed in size, limb proportions, and ecological niches. The Smilodon genus is divided into 3 recognized species: Smilodon populator, Smilodon fatalis, and Smilodon gracilis. These species varied in size and existed over different timelines within the late Pleistocene era. Smilodon populator was the largest of the 3, primarily inhabiting South America, while Smilodon fatalis was the predominant species in North America. Smilodon gracilis was the smallest and oldest species in the lineage, indicating an evolutionary progression towards larger and more specialized forms over time. This evolutionary timeline provides insights into how Smilodon adapted to different environments and prey across vast geographical ranges. The differences between these 3 species are not merely about size, but also about their adaptations to specific regions and prey types. Smilodon populator, for example, was particularly well suited for taking down large prey in open grasslands, while Smilodon fatalis had features indicating its adaptation to more forested environments. As we delve deeper into each species, a clear picture of Smilodon's dominance emerges. These creatures weren't just large cats with big teeth. They were apex predators that had evolved to exploit their surroundings with unparalleled effectiveness. This specialization and diversification of species hint at how Smilodon maintained its status as one of the most terrifying predators of the Ice Age. Despite the differences in size and geographical range, all 3 species shared the common trait of using their powerful forelimbs and saber teeth to subdue their prey. This strategy was a defining characteristic that set Smilodon apart from other predators and solidified its reputation as the scariest creature to encounter during the Ice Age. The Smilodon's physical characteristics made it an extraordinary predator, perfectly adapted to its harsh Ice Age environment. One of the most significant aspects of its physiology was its size. The Smilodon species varied greatly, with the largest Smilodon populator reaching nearly 1,000 pounds, dwarfing even the biggest modern-day big cats. Smilodon populator stood taller at the shoulder than any living lion or tiger and had a more robust and muscular frame. Unlike the sleek, slender build of today's felines, Smilodon exhibited a sturdy and powerfully built body, reflecting its unique evolutionary adaptations. This massive body size came with powerful limbs, particularly its forelimbs, which were unusually large and strong compared to other felines. This build was essential for grappling with large prey, effectively pinning down its victims during the struggle. The powerful limbs of Smilodon not only contributed to its brute strength, but also provided it with the unique ability to leap vertically, despite its considerable weight. The Smilodon's limbs were thick and heavily muscled, and evidence from fossilized bones suggests it had a surprising amount of flexibility in its joints. This allowed Smilodon to execute powerful leaps, perhaps not in the manner of modern leopards or jaguars, which rely on speed and agility, but in a more calculated, forceful pounce designed to overwhelm prey with a single, powerful strike. Moreover, the Smilodon's forelimbs were equipped with large, retractable claws, which it used to grip and hold onto struggling prey. These claws were curved and sharp, making them ideal for puncturing and maintaining a hold on large animals. Together, the strong forelimbs and sharp claws worked in conjunction with its massive body to control and subdue its prey. Of course, the most defining characteristic of Smilodon was its iconic pair of elongated canine teeth, often referred to as saber-tooth. These teeth, which could grow up to 11 inches in the largest species, were not just long, but also thin and sharp, adapted for slicing through flesh rather than crushing bones. This suggests a highly specialized hunting style, focusing on precise fatal bites rather than prolonged struggles. The shape of these teeth indicates that Smilodon likely targeted the throat or soft underbelly of its prey, delivering swift, incapacitating strikes. However, the saber teeth were also somewhat delicate compared to the robust jaws of other predators, which indicates that Smilodon had to be precise in its attacks to avoid damaging these vital tools. Despite its imposing size and fearsome appearance, the Smilodon had a relatively weak bite compared to other large predators. The structure of its jaw and teeth reveals that, while it had the ability to open its mouth exceptionally wide, this came at the cost of bite force. Scientists believe that instead of relying on a crushing bite like that of a modern lion or tiger, Smilodon compensated with other physical adaptations. Its hunting strategy likely involved using its powerful forelimbs to pin down prey, immobilizing it long enough to deliver a carefully placed bite with its saber teeth. The relatively weak bite force, therefore, did not limit Smilodon's ability to kill large prey effectively. Rather, it required a different technique, one based on ambush and surprise attacks. Ambush predators rely on close-quarters confrontations, and Smilodon's combination of strong forelimbs and precise bites made it a formidable hunter. Theories about Smilodon's hunting techniques suggest that it used its impressive physical attributes to launch surprise attacks from close range. Rather than chasing prey over long distances, which would have been energetically costly given its size, Smilodon likely relied on stealth and patience. Its robust build and strong muscles would have enabled it to launch explosive attacks, pinning down its prey before going for the kill. Once the prey was subdued, Smilodon's saber teeth would have come into play, slicing through the prey's soft tissues with precision. This ambush strategy was crucial for a predator with relatively short, stout limbs, as it avoided prolonged chases and focused on close combat efficiency. The success of such hunting strategies would have depended not only on brute strength, but also on the ability to coordinate movements and make precise attacks. Smilodon's sensory capabilities played a crucial role in this. Fossil evidence indicates that Smilodon had well-developed vision and coordination, which would have been essential for timing its attacks accurately. Like modern big cats, Smilodon likely had forward-facing eyes, providing it with excellent depth perception, which is crucial for judging distances during hunting. This depth perception, combined with acute vision, would have allowed Smilodon to track moving prey and anticipate the best moment to strike. Coordination was equally important. With such large and elongated canines, Smilodon needed to be precise in its bites to avoid breaking these valuable teeth during an attack. Interestingly, fossil evidence points to injuries in Smilodon's bones, particularly in the shoulder and limb regions, which suggests high-speed collisions during hunts. These injuries indicate that Smilodon could achieve surprising bursts of speed over short distances, enabling it to close in on prey swiftly. The evidence of such injuries also hints at the intensity of its hunting style, where ambushes could lead to violent collisions as Smilodon leaped onto or tackled its prey. The combination of speed, precision, and coordination highlights Smilodon's role as a specialized predator in its ecosystem. As a specialized hunter, Smilodon's diet was diverse and likely included various large herbivores that roamed the Ice Age landscape. Studies of skeletal remains and isotopic analyses of Smilodon fossils suggest that its prey included bison, horses and camels, among other large mammals. In South America, Smilodon populator might have hunted megafauna like giant ground sloths and even young mammoths or mastodons. This varied diet indicates that Smilodon was not limited to a single prey species, but could adapt its hunting strategies to target different types of animals depending on availability. However, its size and specialized teeth suggest that Smilodon primarily targeted larger prey, which would have provided sufficient energy to sustain its massive body. The question of whether Smilodon was a social or solitary predator has intrigued scientists for decades. Evidence from the La Brea tar pits in California, where numerous Smilodon fossils have been discovered, provides clues about their social behavior. The high number of Smilodon remains at the site, along with evidence of injuries and healed wounds, suggests that these predators may have lived in groups. Some researchers propose that Smilodon could have been a social hunter, similar to modern lions, which live in prides and cooperate during hunts. However, there is also evidence to suggest that Smilodon might have been a solitary predator like today's tigers, only coming together for mating or when food resources were plentiful. This debate remains unresolved, but the fossil evidence from La Brea hints at the possibility of at least some degree of social interaction among these predators. While Smilodon was a dominant predator, it wasn't alone at the top of the food chain. It shared its Ice Age environment with several other formidable carnivores, leading to competition for food and territory. Among its primary rivals were the American lion, Panthera atrox, dire wolves, Canis dirus, and the short-faced bear, Arctodus simus. The American lion was a giant relative of modern lions and likely competed with Smilodon for similar prey. Dire wolves, which hunted in packs, also posed a challenge, especially when targeting large herbivores. The short-faced bear, one of the largest terrestrial carnivores of the time, would have been a formidable competitor, both as a hunter and as a scavenger capable of stealing kills from other predators. Despite this competition, Smilodon's adaptations allowed it to coexist with these other large carnivores. Its specialized hunting techniques and robust build gave it an advantage in close-range combat, while its ability to take down large prey ensured a steady supply of food. Additionally, Smilodon's focus on specific hunting strategies, such as ambushing and targeting vulnerable areas on prey, may have allowed it to occupy a different ecological niche from other predators. This differentiation would have reduced direct competition and enabled Smilodon to thrive alongside its rivals. In the ever-changing Ice Age landscape, where survival depended on adaptability and specialization, Smilodon's unique traits made it one of the most successful and fearsome predators of its time. The feeding habits of Smilodon were intrinsically linked to its most defining feature, the elongated saber-tooth. These specialized teeth, while impressive and intimidating, posed unique challenges when it came to eating. Unlike modern big cats, which rely heavily on their powerful jaw muscles to crush bones and tear meat, Smilodon had to adapt its feeding strategy to accommodate its saber teeth. The structure of these teeth indicates that they were not well suited for withstanding high lateral forces or excessive pressure. This meant that Smilodon had to be particularly careful when delivering bites and consuming its prey, focusing on soft tissues rather than bone. To overcome these limitations, Smilodon likely employed a strategic approach to its feeding. After delivering a killing bite, typically aimed at the throat or vital organs, Smilodon would begin to feed on its prey's softer parts. This would include muscles, organs, and other tissues that were easier to tear without risking damage to its saber teeth. Unlike modern lions, which often bite and hold onto their prey while crushing through the windpipe or spinal cord, Smilodon's strategy would have been more precise and targeted. This feeding style, although limiting in some ways, was highly efficient for extracting the maximum amount of nourishment from large prey animals. When comparing Smilodon's feeding methods to modern-day big cats, several differences become apparent. Modern felines like lions and tigers rely heavily on their bite strength and have broader teeth suited for tearing through a wide range of tissues, including bones. They also utilize their powerful jaw muscles to generate the necessary force to crush or break through their prey's bodies. In contrast, Smilodon's elongated teeth and relatively weaker bite force suggest a more surgical approach. Instead of crushing bones or chewing extensively, Smilodon would have relied on its sharp claws and strong forelimbs to stabilize prey and carve out the softer, more edible parts. This specialization reflects a clear divergence in the evolutionary paths of saber-toothed cats and today's felines, highlighting the unique adaptations of each group to their respective environments and prey. Smilodon's range and distribution were vast, spanning different regions and habitats throughout the Americas during the late Pleistocene epoch. The three main species, Smilodon populator, Smilodon fatalis, and Smilodon gracilis, occupied varied landscapes from the open plains of South America to the dense forests of North America. Smilodon fatalis, for example, was predominantly found in North America, with fossils discovered in places like California's La Brea tar pits, where the tar preserved many of these predators and their prey. These tar pits provided invaluable insights into Smilodon's ecological environment, revealing the types of animals it preyed upon and the harsh conditions it faced. Smilodon populator, on the other hand, was more common in South America and is believed to have inhabited open grasslands and savannas, where large herbivores like giant ground sloths and prehistoric horses roamed. This wide geographical range points to Smilodon's remarkable adaptability to different environments. From grassy plains to forested regions, Smilodon's physical traits allowed it to exploit a variety of ecosystems effectively. In plains, its powerful limbs and large body were well suited for launching ambushes in open spaces, while in forests, its stealth and short-distance sprinting abilities gave it an advantage in dense cover. Such adaptability ensured that Smilodon could maintain its position as a top predator across diverse habitats. Fossil evidence also indicates that Smilodon coexisted with several other large predators and prey species, highlighting the complexity and diversity of Ice Age ecosystems. Interestingly, within these environments, Smilodon likely had to navigate changing climates and landscapes caused by the shifting ice sheets. These climatic shifts influenced the distribution of its prey and created new challenges, forcing Smilodon to adapt to variations in prey availability and habitat conditions. As the glaciers advanced and retreated, the flora and fauna of these regions also shifted, leading to a constant cycle of adaptation and survival. The broad range and adaptability of Smilodon species showcase their resilience and versatility in the face of fluctuating Ice Age conditions. Humans and Smilodon coexisted for a time during the late Pleistocene, and evidence suggests that early humans would have encountered these formidable predators. The overlap in timelines indicates that Smilodon and humans were part of the same ecosystems, potentially competing for similar prey or scavenging opportunities. Fossils of both humans and Smilodon have been found at archaeological sites, indicating that these interactions likely shaped the behavior and survival strategies of both species. Early humans would have been well aware of the dangers posed by predators like Smilodon, which loomed large as a significant threat in their daily lives. This fearsome predator, with its powerful forelimbs and saber teeth, must have left a profound impression on early human communities. Archaeological findings hint at possible encounters between humans and Smilodon. One such piece of evidence comes from ancient petroglyphs and cave paintings. While interpretations vary, some researchers believe that certain petroglyphs depict large, saber-toothed predators resembling Smilodon. These ancient drawings provide intriguing clues about how early humans perceived and interacted with their environment and the formidable creatures within it. The presence of these depictions suggests that humans might have observed and even hunted Smilodon, or more likely, sought ways to avoid them. Additionally, the presence of Smilodon fossils in areas known to have been inhabited by humans suggests that these two species occasionally crossed paths. Evidence of tool marks on Smilodon bones raises questions about whether humans scavenged on the remains of Smilodon's kills or if there were direct confrontations between the two. While direct evidence of conflict is scarce, the coexistence of humans and Smilodon would have created a dynamic in which both species had to navigate the risks and challenges of their shared environment. Early humans were skilled hunters, but in a world where predators like Smilodon roamed, they would have had to exercise caution and strategy to survive. These interactions between humans and Smilodon likely played a role in shaping the behavioral patterns of both species. Humans, equipped with tools and developing social structures, may have learned to work cooperatively to defend against or avoid dangerous predators. At the same time, Smilodon, which relied on ambush and stealth, would have had to adjust its hunting patterns in regions where human activity was prominent. The impact of these interactions extends beyond mere survival, influencing the development of early human societies and their understanding of the natural world. The existence of Smilodon and other large predators alongside early humans also raises intriguing questions about their eventual decline and extinction. As humans became more adept at hunting and modifying their environments, they contributed to the changing dynamics of these ecosystems. The combination of human activity, climate change, and shifts in prey populations would have created new pressures on large predators like Smilodon, ultimately influencing their fate during the late Pleistocene. The disappearance of Smilodon marks not just the end of a single species, but the culmination of complex ecological interactions that defined the Ice Age landscape. In conclusion, the Ice Age was a period of intense ecological competition and adaptation, with Smilodon emerging as one of the most formidable predators of its time. Its unique physical traits and specialized hunting techniques made it a dominant force in the diverse environments of the Americas. However, the eventual overlap with early humans introduced a new and significant factor into the equation, adding a layer of complexity to the survival and extinction narratives of these ancient creatures. The story of Smilodon is not just one of evolution and predation, but also of coexistence with a rapidly evolving human species. This intricate web of interactions between Smilodon, its environment, and early humans offers a glimpse into the profound and ever-changing dynamics of Ice Age ecosystems. The extinction of Smilodon, along with many other large mammals of the Ice Age, is a subject of much debate and scientific inquiry. The end of the Pleistocene epoch, approximately 10,000 to 12,000 years ago, marked a significant turning point in Earth's history, characterized by widespread extinctions that reshaped ecosystems across continents. This period, often referred to as the Quaternary extinction event, saw the disappearance of many large mammals, or megafauna, including the Smilodon. Understanding the causes of this mass extinction involves examining multiple factors, ranging from climatic changes to human activities and ecological imbalances. One of the primary theories for Smilodon's extinction centers on climate change. The end of the Ice Age brought about significant shifts in global temperatures, leading to the melting of vast ice sheets and the transformation of landscapes that had defined the Pleistocene era. These climatic changes drastically affected the habitats of many large herbivores, which were the primary prey for Smilodon and other apex predators. As temperatures rose, the grasslands that supported vast herds of herbivores began to shrink, giving way to new forests and other vegetation types that were less suitable for large grazing animals. The loss of these open plains and the transformation of environments would have had a profound impact on the availability of prey for Smilodon. With fewer large prey animals to sustain their populations, Smilodon and other specialized predators faced growing challenges in securing enough food. This environmental shift created a ripple effect throughout the food chain, putting significant pressure on top predators that were heavily reliant on large prey. As prey numbers dwindled, competition for remaining food sources intensified, potentially leading to conflicts among different predator species, including American lions, dire wolves, and short-faced bears. Such competition would have further strained Smilodon's chances of survival, as these predators not only vied for food, but also had to navigate the changing landscapes and find suitable habitats for hunting. The role of human activities in Smilodon's extinction is another critical factor that scientists continue to investigate. The arrival and expansion of early human populations in the Americas coincided with the decline of megafauna, and archaeological evidence suggests that humans actively hunted large herbivores such as mammoths, mastodons, and giant ground sloths. As these herbivores were the primary food sources for apex predators like Smilodon, their decline would have had a cascading effect, leading to food shortages and increased competition. Additionally, humans may have contributed to the changing ecosystems through their use of fire to clear forests or grasslands, inadvertently altering habitats and affecting the distribution of prey. There is also evidence suggesting that humans might have directly confronted or hunted Smilodon, either as a means of protecting themselves from a dangerous predator or in competition for similar prey. The possibility of direct human-predator interactions adds another layer of complexity to the extinction narrative. While humans were not as physically imposing as Smilodon, their increasing technological advancements, including the development of sophisticated hunting tools and strategies, gave them an edge in the battle for survival. The combination of direct competition for prey, habitat alteration, and hunting pressure likely contributed to Smilodon's gradual decline and eventual extinction. Beyond these immediate factors, another hypothesis involves a broader ecological collapse due to the loss of keystone species. Large herbivores, such as mammoths and mastodons, played vital roles in shaping their environments, maintaining the open habitats that supported diverse plant and animal communities. As these mega herbivores declined, the ecosystems in which they thrived began to deteriorate, leading to a cascade of extinctions among other species, including their predators. This loss of ecological balance could have exacerbated the challenges faced by Smilodon, pushing it closer to extinction. While there is no single cause that can definitively explain the extinction of Smilodon, it is likely that a combination of climatic, ecological, and anthropogenic factors contributed to its demise. This multifaceted approach to understanding the extinction highlights the delicate interconnectedness of Ice Age ecosystems, where even small disruptions could have far-reaching consequences for the survival of species. The end of the Pleistocene marked the conclusion of a long era dominated by megafauna and saber-toothed cats, closing a chapter in Earth's natural history. The global extinction of saber-toothed cats like Smilodon also marked the end of a lineage that had existed for millions of years. Saber-toothed predators, including Smilodon, had once been a widespread and diverse group, thriving in various forms and sizes across different continents. Their extinction signified the loss of a unique evolutionary path, one that had produced some of the most specialized and formidable predators in history. This event serves as a stark reminder of how rapidly environmental changes and human influences can disrupt even the most successful and adapted creatures. As we reflect on Smilodon's extinction, it is important to recognize the broader lessons it holds for modern conservation efforts. The story of Smilodon is not just a tale of a single species' rise and fall. It is a cautionary narrative about the fragility of ecosystems and the intricate balance required to sustain biodiversity. The loss of apex predators like Smilodon had cascading effects on the ecosystems of the Pleistocene, altering the dynamics of predator-prey relationships and leading to the reshaping of landscapes. By studying these past extinctions, we gain valuable insights into the interconnectedness of today's ecosystems and the critical importance of maintaining ecological balance to prevent similar losses in the present. In conclusion, the Ice Age was an era of immense biodiversity, and Smilodon was one of its most iconic creatures. The saber-toothed cat's specialized adaptations, hunting strategies, and role as an apex predator exemplify the complexity and wonder of Pleistocene ecosystems. However, the eventual decline and extinction of Smilodon underscore the harsh realities of a changing world, where shifts in climate, human expansion, and ecological disruptions can lead to the rapid disappearance of even the most formidable species. The extinction of Smilodon is not merely a tale of a bygone era. It is a reflection on the delicate balance of nature and a reminder of the ongoing challenges we face in conserving our planet's biodiversity. As we bring this exploration of Smilodon to a close, it is essential to appreciate the remarkable journey of this species through time. From its evolutionary adaptations and predatory prowess to its interactions with early humans and eventual extinction. Smilodon's story is a testament to the resilience and vulnerability of life on Earth. The image of this saber-toothed predator, with its fearsome canines and powerful build, remains etched in our imagination as a symbol of a wild and untamed past. By studying and understanding the rise and fall of Smilodon, we are not just learning about a fascinating creature from the Ice Age. We are also gaining deeper insights into the forces that shape the world around us and the choices we must make to preserve the wonders of our natural world for future generations.